Hello everyone, welcome to Skylighting Rage. Today we'll draw live twin Lil-La that I will call Lila for I don't know, this name is weird. Anyways, if I recall correctly, she's supposed to be the sister of the card, the girl we've previously drawn. And yeah, the other one was pink, she's blue. She is in a similar pose, but she looks extremely unimpressed. And her hair is not quite as extravagant as the other one, so hopefully, if all ends well today, she won't be bald by the end of this session. But maybe she will, who knows. Anyway, she also has a pet shark that I didn't even realize existed. Anyways, for some reason it was quite difficult to find a decent version, a decent picture of this card, and the best one I could get was this one. It looks like the colors are all washed up, but it is what it is. And for some reason, also when I was drawing the guidelines, when I was drawing the guidelines, I had a hard time putting them in place. Like I put those here, but I don't even know if they make sense at all. I found it hard to make them as a reference. So not a good start, but I will try anyway, and hopefully we won't have as much trouble as we did last time. And I think the most difficult part when I drew her sister was to fit everything into place and make the things the right size. And I figured that maybe a better idea was like to create pieces individually and then like put them, rotate them, and resize them together. Like if I was gonna draw her boot here, maybe I would try to draw the boot, the sneakers separately, and then just transform and move it to her leg, something like that. I think this may work, but it can also create another problem, that is making sure the things you're drawing fit together. But it's an alternative, another way I can try, and maybe it works better. I'll also try to use another brush for the sketch. The previous brush I used was, I don't know what it was, but it was this one, and oops, and it oops and it left I don't know, maybe more scattered dots, something that looked more like a scattered dots than a line. So I'll retire this one and I'll try this one here. That seems to not have this issue, and we'll see how it goes. But yeah, another challenging drawing, and yeah. Let's see, I'll finish setting things up and we'll start. Well, guys, that's it for the sketch. I think it ended up better than the previous drawing, than Kissy Kill, the sketch that is. But of course, it's scuffed as always. Yada yada. I had a lot of trouble with her left shoe here. It's in a weird angle, and I couldn't quite figure out how to draw that. So I ended up doing something, I don't know, similar-ish, and then rotating it. Another part that I had a lot of trouble was with her upper body. I didn't know how to do her shoulder. I think I got a little lost because supposedly her jacket is pretty loose, so her arm is not that thick. And when I drew Kisikyo, her sister, I could see like her anatomy better, so I tried to do something similar here, but I couldn't say basically anything about her arm, so I got confused. And yeah, we ended up with that. But at least this time our sketch has some clothes. This girl is using the Minecraft skirt. Incredible. And yeah, I think her face ended up. I I think harder than I expected. I thought it was gonna be pretty easy. Okay, not pretty easy, but at least better than last time because she doesn't have those fancy eyelashes that, well, she kind of has, but not as fancy as her sister. So I thought, okay, this will be easier, but the position, the angle, not that she's looking, but that her face is oriented, makes things pretty hard. In the previous drawing, the girl was looking straight at us. In this one, she's looking kinda, she's facing downwards, and that's weird. So yeah, not not that much of a success there. And I think that's it for my remarks. Let's try and draw the lines. Okay, guys, I think I'm finally done. I think I managed to take even longer than when I drew Kisikyu, which I think it wasn't supposed to happen as this girl is pretty similar to her, and so theoretically I had more practice. But yeah, overall I expected this one to be easier than the last one, but I took even longer, so I don't know. But at least, guys, at least no bald girls here. We managed to get mostly everything. It took a long while, but I don't think the end result was that bad. A lot of stuff, a lot of details are missing. In the end, I thought, okay, maybe it's not worth it to to do a decent sneakers. But I think the end result of the sneakers was surprisingly good. I didn't. Yeah, some things are missing, like this part here at the tip of her shoe is slightly curved, like as if she's, I don't know, as if she's pointing her. Okay, I don't know. It's slightly curved here. Here, I didn't make it curved this way, but that's okay. I'll probably take a long time to get it right. The skirt and her jacket and her hat, I don't know what it's called, are missing a lot of details. I could have done some lines to represent the shadows or something like that. The only thing I kind of bothered with was this lace here. Her shark looks like is getting more squished than he feels comfortable with. So yeah, that's that. But yeah, at least I'm satisfied with the way her head turned out. I think I did a I made a mistake when I was doing the sketch, and the mistake is that I divided the spaces for her eyes, and yeah, but basically for her eyes, without considering this of hair. I don't know, this hair strand. I don't know, hair strand maybe is a single strand of hair. Anyways, I didn't consider this, so my spacing I think was a little bit off at this sketch, but I believe I managed to fix most of that in the lines. And now in the lines, I moved basically everything a little bit to the right, so her hair can fit nicely, so she's not bald. The hair was a little bit complicated. I missed like this hair in the background. I believe that I just saw right now, but I don't hate the end result. I think it's pretty good. It looks like the thing we wanted to draw. A lot of details missing, but it's extremely late. For the shark, I don't know, this part of the shark looks like it's transparent. It wasn't planned, but there it is. The end result, although it took a reasonable amount of time, the boots looked okay. I managed to get this one pretty okay. I'm surprised this one turned out so well. I think at the start I spent more time than I wanted trying to get the line of her leg nice and curved. It's a little bit thicker here than it is in the drawing, but that's not all that bad. Yeah, and in the end I even managed to do the details of her socks. Why? I don't know. I didn't do the details on her dress and on her jacket, but for some reason I did. I did them on her socks. Okay. The shark turned out okay. Overall, satisfying end result, but costed a lot of time and effort, and I'm just happy that I don't need to color and shade everything. But yeah, overall, I think that my method of drawing from reference is pretty scuffed. It's not that great, and I'll probably have to change that in the future. As I basically look at the reference, look at a line, try to reproduce the line, and use the guidelines as guides. I don't think that's good, because then I have to fix, I have to a bunch of things that aren't connected. They are just lines, me trying to reproduce the lines that I saw. Oh, by the way, I forgot to do the rest of her jacket's arms. Anyway, okay, we're missing some details, but I'll probably have to change my method of sketching, as I'm just trying to copy lines the way they are, and this doesn't, I think it doesn't, it's not the best way to do this. I'll probably have to change to a method where I basically put everything in place, everything simplified in place, and then try to adjust this instead of doing the lines, and then trying to get every line right, because if I miss a single, well, if I miss a couple of lines, then it gets pretty hard to fit it all together. Like if I do this line right here, if I do this, if I try to reproduce it and do it too big, as it I don't know, takes, as it eats a part of her shoulder, then when I'm drawing her head, maybe I try to use that as a reference, and I can't, because this line is taking more space than it should have, so I have to adjust basically everything just because of a single mistake. And if I try to put everything in place first, supposedly that doesn't happen, or at least I don't know, I'm forced to correct the mistakes, considering everything is in the place it's supposed to be. So yeah, I don't know if that makes sense, but it's something that I noticed every time I drew something new. I try to look at the reference, make sure it's in the right place, and to make sure it's in the right place, I had to look at the other lines, if those align. They most of the time don't align, because I can't reproduce the lines correctly, so I get things like the shark that looks like it's getting squished more. Some things that align in the original drawing that don't align here, and some odd stuff. And yeah, anyways, I think I talked too much, and maybe I didn't even make sense, but it's late, guys, so bear with me. And yeah, let's sign and call it a day. Today was pretty tough, but I think we manage. Oops. Yeah, that's it for today. I hope to see you all in the next one, and see you around.